Hi, I'm Parul and you're watching this video by JustTutors.com. In this video, we'll be learning about quadratic equations, in which we'll cover general form of quadratic equations, midterm factorization method, and solution of quadratic equation by completing the square method. So before we start with general form of a quadratic equation, we have a question here. You can pause this video to try this question. So in this question, we have to factorize these equations. So the first equation is 4xy minus 2x. So the term which is common in both can be 2x here. So we put 2x out of the bracket, and inside the bracket we have 2y minus 1. In the next one we have y as common, and then inside the bracket we have y minus 1. Pat your back if both your answers are correct. Well done. Now let's go ahead with general form of a quadratic equation. So a quadratic equation should look something like this, which is ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b and c have some finite values where a cannot be 0, because if a becomes 0 then there won't be any term as x squared. So, and x is a variable here whose value we have to calculate. So the first method which we apply to calculate the value of x is midterm factorization. So we'll discuss this midterm factorization along with an example step by step. So first of all, the example that we'll discuss is 6x squared plus 19x plus 10. If we compare this to our general form of quadratic equation, this makes a equals to 6, b equals to 19 and c equals to 10. So that means AC, or a multiplied by c, becomes 60. So our first step in midterm factorization is to find the factors of AC in such a way that when we add those two numbers or subtract them, we get an outcome that is the middle term. So like the factors of 60 are 10 multiplied by 6, 3 times 20 or 2 times 30, 15 multiplied by 4, and so on. So if we look carefully at 15 multiplied by 4, this is the pair which gives 19 on addition. So now our next step is to write the middle term using addition or subtraction of factors of AC including proper signs. So that means 19x will be written as 15x plus 4x in the equation. So it will be written as 6x squared plus 15x plus 4x plus 10. Now we group the terms together to find the common factors. So we take 3x common and put 2x plus 5 in the bracket, and from the next two terms we have 2 common and 2x plus 5 in the bracket. Now our last step is to write common factors as binomial parentheses, and that makes 3x plus 2 bracket 2x plus 5. Now let's learn about completing the square method. Here also we'll discuss the steps along with an example. And the example that we'll discuss here is x squared minus 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So our first step is to keep all the terms containing x on one side. So we put x squared minus 2x on left hand side and transfer 1 to the right hand side. Now we have to create a perfect square on the left and then balance the equation. That means whatever we add to left hand side, we have to add or subtract on the right hand side as well. So how to complete the square? We have to take half of the x term coefficient and square it, and then add this value to both the sides. So like here our x term coefficient is 2. So we half 2, that is 1, and then square of 1 is 1. So we add 1 on both the side, that is left hand side as well as right hand side. So then on the left hand side we just simplify and write the perfect square, that is x minus 1 whole square, and on the right hand side we add the terms together, that is 2. Now we have to take square root on both the sides. So on the left hand side we have x minus 1, and on the right hand side we have plus minus root 2, because we have to consider both the roots of a digit. So now solving for x, we have x equals to 1 plus root 2 or 1 minus root 2. So these are the two ways of calculating the value of x or solving an equation. So based on these two methods, here are some questions for you. You can pause this video and try these questions. And once you're done, please make sure you check your answers from here. Thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.